guys, it's Emma. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, as you can tell by the title and the thumbnail, I am doing a book video. And the book video is reading a bunch of books until I get a 5-star read. Reason why I'm doing this is because I saw Destiny, my literal queen, doing a video like this. Or was it her? No, it wasn't even her. It was Sarah Caroli, my other queen. So I decided I'm gonna do it too. My book ratings for this year have actually been pretty good. The last 5-star book I had was the poem book I read, but I'm not really gonna count that. So the other book was literally the first book I read this year, which was One True Loves. That was the last 5-star read I had. The other ones haven't been too bad. I've had 4.5, 4.75, 4, but I haven't had a 5-star book since One True Loves. So in this video, I'm going to be reading books until I get a 5-star read. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I may be reading just this one book that I'm about to start, or I'll be reading 5 books. Who knows? But the book we are starting with, starting off pretty strong, is 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This is literally Marcella's favorite book. I don't know if it's her favorite book or one of her favorites, but it's definitely up there, and she literally loves this book. She would give it 6 stars if she could. So I'm gonna read it. Just me and Marcella. Not that we have different tastes in reading, but like we kind of do. And I don't know if I'm gonna enjoy this book as much as she did, but I do want to enjoy it because literally everyone loves this book. I've been kind of dying to start this book. I've just been procrastinating it, one because the words are like really tiny, because I'm just scared what I'm gonna think of it, to be honest. But we're gonna start off this video with this book, and we'll see if it's a 5-star read. I don't know when I'm gonna start reading it. I just wanted to start the video. I don't know if I'm gonna start tonight or tomorrow, or I don't know when, but I just wanted to come and introduce today's video. But this is the first book we are starting with. Hi guys, so it is the next night. It's not that late, it's 7:30. But I did start 7 Husbands. I started it in school today, and I actually got 100 pages through. I'm on chapter 16, and I'm really starting to like it. I don't see anything wrong with it, but it is still very early, 100 pages in, so we'll see how it goes from here. Yeah, I really have nothing to say about the book. I'm just very neutral with it right now. I will say that I'm very intrigued on what's going on. Like, picking up the book, I'm excited to continue reading and continue finding out more about like her story. So yeah, I'm gonna start chapter 16 and continue reading right now. I just finished reading chapter 17, and I just remembered that I was talking about like books and stuff with these girls on the dance team, and they started talking about this book, and I was like, oh, I haven't read it yet, like, so don't spoil anything, whatever. But then they said something which I assumed it wasn't a spoiler because I told them I hadn't read the book. But then I went and I told Marcella, and then Marcella was like, that's kind of a spoiler. So, and after reading chapter 17, I feel like that was a spoiler. And I'm not gonna say it because I don't know if like anyone watching hasn't read the book, but you guys probably know what I'm talking about if you have read it. So I don't know if that's gonna change how I feel about the book or not. Like, if that's gonna decide if I'm gonna give it a 5-star or not. If I did get a spoiler, I don't know, we'll see. I'm gonna continue reading. Hey guys, so it is now Friday, 5:45. I am home, and I did finish reading 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I don't have it with me. It's on my bookshelf right now, and I'm not gonna get up to get it. But I did finish 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo, and it was really, really good. I liked a lot about the book, but it was not a 5-star read. Very close, and you guys are probably going to be annoyed with my rating, but I rated it a 4.75. And the reason why I didn't give it 5 stars is the same reason I didn't give Final Offer 5 stars, which if you watched my last video, you would understand because I like kind of explained it. But I just didn't get the 5-star feeling. I really, really enjoyed the book, and I would have given it a 5 stars if I genuinely just would have gotten that 5-star feeling. But I didn't. But nevertheless, the book was still so good, and I would recommend the book to anyone. So yeah, it was a really good book, just not 5 stars. Meaning, this video is gonna continue. My camera just fell, so I had to set up somewhere different. But I have already started a new book, which is The Cruel Prince. This is the first fantasy book I'm reading ever, and I've gotten really far into the book. I started yesterday at school, and I've gotten 250 pages in since yesterday. I'm on chapter 22. I have this much of the book left. My goal is to finish it today, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. I have like 100 something pages left. But yeah, so far it's really good. Right now, it's not feeling like a 5-star read, which I kind of suspected with this book. Like, I didn't think I was gonna give this book a 5-star read because it's different from what I usually read. It's a fantasy book, but it is really good. I'm not even gonna lie. It's just very confusing right now. Like, I understand the world that they're in. I just don't understand the king and like everything that's going on with that. And there's just so many characters that I have to remember, and it just confuses me. Like, I don't know what characters are important that I have to remember and what characters that aren't important that I have to remember. And some of the characters' names confuse me because I don't know if it's a girl or a boy. Like, Balerion, I keep thinking it's a girl, but it's a boy. And I just keep getting confused with that. But yeah, I'm in chapter 22. If you've read this book, I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know what I was gonna say after that if you've read this book. But yeah, I just got to like where it says book 2. So I just got there. I finished that chapter. And I'm gonna keep reading. I'm also listening to a playlist on Spotify that's for reading The Cruel Prince. And She by Harry Styles started playing. And it's like the perfect song for the scene that's about to happen in this, because I just read this first page of the next chapter and it's great. So I'm just gonna keep reading The Cruel Prince, and I'll get back to you guys whenever something good happens or when I finish the book. I don't know, but yeah, just came to update you guys on 7 Husbands and on the new book that I'm reading. So yeah, okay guys, so I just got up to chapter 24. I'm stopping there for right now because my mom just went out to get food, and I'm not gonna start a chapter when she's like close to coming back. So I'm putting it down right now, but it's getting really good. Like, it's much more interesting than how it was in the beginning. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It's just getting more interesting now. I'm definitely like more into it. So who knows, maybe it could be a 5-star. I don't know. But it is getting really good. And I'm already thinking about ordering the next book, which is like The Wicked King. I want to get all of them, and I want them on my bookshelf. I need a bigger bookshelf, and I need to, because my books are starting to get really clumped over there. So I don't know, that's off topic. But I'll get back to you guys whenever I continue reading this. Ignore the music in the background. It's from the playlist. I don't know why, but I can't. I'm at the end of chapter 25 right now. If you know, you know. Oh my god. I can't. I have to close the book for a second. I just finished chapter 25. I have like 5 more chapters left, and then I have the epilogue. Oh my god. See, now's when it's getting good, like at the end. I'm just gonna leave the camera running while I start chapter 26. The way the chapter starts is great. Okay, quick little update. I have 15 pages left, which is just the last chapter and the epilogue. Just wanted to come and update you guys because I'm literally reading this like non-stop. Like, I haven't stopped. I've literally read, that's crazy, I've read like almost 300 pages in a day, and that's so not me. It's currently 8:55. I'm gonna finish it right now. I just finished. I didn't really like the ending. I thought there was gonna be something else to it, like something that's gonna be like convincing me to read the next book. I am gonna read the next book because of everything that happened in the book, but like the ending, I feel like the ending should convince me even more to get to the next book, but the ending was really weird and random and boring. But the The book was good. However, I don't think I'm gonna give it a 5-star. I'm gonna look at the other books and like compare my ratings, and then I'll come up with a rating. Okay, I'm gonna give it 4 stars because it was still really good. I was really into it. I was literally like gasping, closing the book. And I finished it in 2 days, which is crazy. Because I finished 7 Husbands of Evelyn Hugo in 2 days too. And this one, which is weird. Technically like a day and a half, because I started it yesterday morning. And same with 7 Husbands. Not a 5-star read. So this video is not over yet. Next book I'm gonna read is I don't even know what, but we'll figure it out. I'm gonna tell my mom to order the next book on Amazon. And I'm gonna pay her back, but I'm gonna tell her to order the next book because I wanna read it before I forget everything that happened in this book. The video's not over yet. See you guys when I find out the next book that I'm reading. Okay guys, so I started Reminders of Him. I just got to chapter 6, just finished chapter 5, and there was already a major plot twist that I was not expecting. I literally went, like that was my reaction. Well, okay. I'm gonna keep reading. Yeah, I just can't believe there's already a plot twist. And I'm only on page 30. Anyway. Oh my god. I can't right now. I can't even contain myself right now. I'm on chapter 20. If you haven't read this book, skip. Because I have to talk about it. Skip to this time frame. So this is the chapter where her and Ledger are, oh my god, he's driving her home from work after Grace, Scotty's mom, gets there with the daughter, Diem. I don't even know how to say the name. I don't like that name, but anyway, gets there with the daughter, and Ledger's like, you have to go, she works here, like you don't want to meet her here. And then whatever, he's taking her home. Then Kenna's like, pull over, and she's like just sitting on the grass. She's telling him how when she gave birth, there were people in prison telling her that she was going to be able to see her daughter for 2 days before they took her away from her, and that was all she was looking forward to, like those 2 days. But since her daughter was a preemie, she wasn't able to like hold her, see her, so she's never seen her daughter before ever. And Ledger pulls out like his phone and starts showing her like videos and pictures of her daughter, and she just starts like crying watching the videos. And like now they're like all the way back to the apartment, she's still watching videos, and it's like, oh my god, I can't. Like Colleen Hoover did such a good job explaining Kenna's feelings. Like, I feel like I am the mother. I feel like I am a mother without her child right now. Like, I feel Kenna's emotions, and that's why I started crying, because it's like, I see how she's feeling. And it's like so sad that they're not letting her see her daughter, her own daughter. And it's like, I understand why, but it's like her feelings are still so valid, and I feel how she's feeling, and it's just overwhelming, clearly. I just finished the chapter. Oh my god. And then there's this, I love Ledger, and I can't even imagine how he's feeling. Like, he must be so conflicted to know how Scotty's parents are feeling and understand where they're coming from. Like, obviously they're not gonna want her around because they don't know her story. They just think this girl that my son was dating killed my son. That's just how they think. They haven't heard her story or anything. And we readers haven't heard her story either, and I'm dying to know what happened, why she walked away instead of saving him. There has to be a reason, but like, oh my god. And then he like goes to her fridge and she has nothing to eat, drink. Like, she literally just has a bed to sleep, and that's how she's living. Like, she literally has no money. Like, that shows him that she's in that town just for her daughter. And then he's like, oh, like, you need to eat, like, I'm gonna take you out to dinner. Oh my god. And then hearing the stories between like Kenna and Scotty, like, Scotty was so cute. Let me see if I can find something like I highlighted. Oh, when she like goes over to dinner, like in the before chapters, it's saying like she like puts herself in the parents' like shoes, and she's like, imagine what it's like if your son brings home a girlfriend. She's has her eyes open during like the family dinner prayer. She's holding a cigarette outside on your patio. You hear her moans in the room. Like, obviously you're not gonna like her. But then she says it from her perspective, and she's like, when they were saying the prayer at the table, she had her eyes open because she couldn't believe that the family was so wholesome, and she never had a family like that, and she's thinking about how she'll be able to have a family like this with Scotty, and that's why she had her eyes open. And then the reason she's holding the cigarette in her hand is because Scotty's like, hold my cigarette. It was his cigarette. And then the mom comes outside, sees her holding it, and she's like, oh, here's an ashtray. We don't smoke here. And then she was just like, okay, like she didn't want to snitch on Scotty. And then when they go up to the room, he's like asking her about her family, whatever. Her mom was like never there, whatever. And then he's like, I never really noticed that I have a good family until like now. He's like, being here, I could be like my true self, whatever. And she's like, I don't know what that's like. And he goes, I'll give it to you. We'll get a house together someday. I'll let you pick everything out. You can paint it however you want. You can lock the door and only let the people in that you want in there. It'll be the most comfortable place you've ever lived. And she goes, that sounds like heaven. And then they made love. And it's like they see this side of her and they don't know her. And it's just so sad. I'm gonna keep reading because I've collected myself somewhat, so I'm gonna keep reading. Okay guys, so it is currently 11:30 and I never read this late, but I'm so into the story that I'm just dying to know what happened that night, and I hope we find out because hello. And I'm dying to know the rest of the story, so I've been reading, but I just finished chapter 28. Again, if you haven't read this book, skip to this time frame because I'm gonna rant right now about it. I'll give you time to go. Okay, Ledger's basically mad at himself because he like can't do anything about the situation. This hair looks so weird, oh my god. But Ledger is basically mad at himself because he can't do anything about the situation, because whenever he brings it up to Grace and Patrick, I think his name is, they always get like really defensive and they're like, no, like I don't want her in Diem's life. But then when he goes to Kenna, he like feels so bad and he wants to help her see her own child. But then it's like conflicting for him because when he goes, like they're defensive about it, so it's like he can't do anything. But what stresses me out is that they still haven't came up with a plan. I feel like all Kenna has to do is go herself to the door and just tell them like, give me a chance to explain, and then you decide whatever you want to do. Just let her explain. Like, they haven't even let her explain herself, and they don't even want to see her. Like, if she just agrees to meet up with them somewhere without the child just to explain to them what happened, then everything would be fine. Like, they just need to hear her out, and then they could decide if they want to put a restraining order on her when she hasn't even done anything. By the way, why are they being so dramatic? And like the chapter before, chapter 27, he was like at her apartment, they kissed, whatever. Before the kiss, he said, there's nothing in this world that would make me happier than you getting to meet Diem. If I knew how to change their minds, I would do it in a heartbeat, Kenna. It just stresses me out. Like, I just want her to meet her child already. Like, I can't. Anyway, I'm gonna keep reading. I don't think I'm gonna finish this tonight. That would be crazy though. I would need to read 120 pages and it's 11:30 at night. Other booktubers would do this. I don't know about me. I'm definitely gonna keep reading, but I don't know when I'm gonna stop. But I'll update you guys whenever I need to update you guys. So, yeah. I just woke up. It is 9:45. As soon as I woke up, I grabbed this book. And I'm crying this early in the morning. I literally have this much left. I have like 10 pages left. Can't handle this right now. It's the fact that I'm literally crying over a pigeon. If you know, you know. Chapter 41 ends. Okay, I'm gonna read the epilogue now. I just finished Reminders of Him. this video is over because I'm giving this book 5 stars. I am. I can't even tell you anything that was wrong with this book. Like nothing. I have nothing. I cried at the beginning of the book, cried in the middle of the book, cried at the end of the book. It was so good. I think everyone has to read this book in their lifetime. Everyone has to read this book.
Morning.
Morning. I just finished.
So you've read like 3 books in like a week, I think.
Anyway, I loved everything about this book. Like, I loved Scotty, but then it's like, I also loved Ledger. And I love Kenna. And I just love everyone in this book. And the way she wrote the book, like, it was so perfect. Like, nothing feels rushed. Like, everything is like perfect timing. It's like realistic. I loved it. 5 stars. 5 stars. This video is over. I actually really did not think I was gonna give this book 5 stars. Because it's not like I've ever heard people like raving about this book. Marcella even was like, oh, like I didn't really like that book. But me? This is getting a 5 star for me. And this video is not gonna be that long either. I only had to read 3 books. This was the 3rd book I read in this video, I think. I'm just so happy right now, you know? Like, I can't even form words. We're gonna end this video. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed. Make sure to give it a like, subscribe, and turn on your post notifications so that you know when I post my next video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.